academic years under the framework of the National Education Policy 2020, you have not only engaged with your discipline differently than cohorts past, but also navigated this change with adaptability, resilience, and openness. At St. Xavier's College, Mumbai, such moments of transition are not unfamiliar. They are embraced, rooted in values of academic excellence, critical inquiry, and a commitment to forming individuals who are intellectually competent, socially responsible, and ethically grounded. The institution has always sought to remain at the forefront of educational thought and practice. In many ways, your cohort reflects that very spirit. There is a Sanskrit verse that speaks beautifully of the nature of this journey. Udyamena hi siddhayanti karyani na manorathai nahi suptasya sinhasya pravishanti mukhe mruga. Accomplishments are achieved through efforts, not merely by intention. Even the great lion must rise. His prey, the deer, will not just walk into his mouth if the lion is simply resting. This moment, therefore, is not defined by a single outcome, but by sustained effort, by the discipline to persist, the willingness to engage with uncertainty, and the courage to grow within it. Commencement, by its very meaning, marks a beginning. It signals not an end, but the continuation of a journey, one that now extends beyond familiar spaces of campus life and wider contexts and greater responsibilities. As we mark this occasion, we recognize not only what has been learned, but the capacity that has been built to think critically, to act with integrity, and to contribute with purpose. It is with great pride that we come together today to acknowledge this milestone. This milestone would not be possible without the unwavering support of the parents, guardians, family members, and friends of our students. Some of you are here on campus today, and many more joining us virtually from afar. Let's show our appreciation for them with a large round of applause. To our esteemed faculty, thank you for your dedication to shaping minds and inspiring excellence, even while navigating the new system. And to you students, poised at the threshold of new beginnings, as Xavier sends you forth into the world, a world that can often feel uncertain, what you carry with you, what you have learned, who you have become, and what you stand for is your superpower. Use it carefully and wisely to make a more thoughtful and humane world. Let us now begin this momentous celebration with the faculty processional. Please rise if you can as the faculty enter the quadrangle. Marching music, please. English department is headed by Dr. Sheila Mukherjee, Dr. Rashmi Lee George, Ms. Amrita Shenoy, Ms. Tuti Karlov, they are faculty members of the English department. Next, we have the lingua department, Ms. Anna Bhatiwala from French, Hindi department, head of department, Dr. Mr. teaches Telugu and is also in charge of the language lab. Ms. Sana Sheikh from the Department of Marathi. Mr. Next, the history department, led by Dr. Akash Yadav, head of department. Mr. Arun Singh and Ms. Deepika and other faculty members. History and Xavier. Next is the political science department. Political science department, head of department, Dr. Pratibha Nathani. Next up is psychology, headed by Ms. Linda Thakur, Ms. Ruby Khatri, Chief Secretary, Ms. Kay Hernandez, Ms. Shreya Suman Sajnani, Sociology and Anthropology, head of department, Ms. Ankita Gujjar, Dr. Pranoti Chirole, Ms. Radhika Rani, and Dr. Sahana Sen are the other faculty members of sociology. We then have Ms. Akshara Jadhav, heads the department, Father John Nasia, Ms. Ansia D'Souza, and Ms. Melinda Rose. Masters of Public Policy, head of department, Dr. Agnello Menezes, Ms. Agrima Bhasin, Dr. Kancana Mahadevan, Dr. Lakshmi Kurti, and Ms. Urvashi Sarkar are other faculties of the department. BAMCJ also has Mr. Pali Singara, Koshali Dodia, and Kishu Daswani. Last but not the least, we have our community engagement program team, Ms. Jennifer D'Souza and Roshan Abraham. Are they here today? All right. We now start with the academic processional. Please stay standing for the dignitaries to join us today. Accompanied by the NCC cadets, this processional is led by our Controller of Examinations, Ms. Salma Khan. Vice Principal Arts, Ms. Alpana Palkhiwani. Mr. Arasmani Kotkar. Vice Principal Commerce, Dr. Sanjay Khanna. Vice Principal Academics, Dr. Ravi Matthew. Father Ravi Bosco is the Director of Self-Finance Programs at St. Xavier's. Next is our principal, Professor Dr. Karuna Goldman. Accompanying our chief guest today, Mr. Blaise Fernandez. We have our director, Dr. Father Keith D'Souza. Please extend a warm welcome to all that she is joining us this evening for the ceremony. I would like to now request our dignitaries, our chief guest, accompanied by Father Keith, Madam Principal, and Vice Principals Arts, Alpna Ma'am, and Vice Principal Academics, Bobby Sir, to come to the dais. Yeah, this is for the college. After this, you will rise for the college song. You want to do the college song now? Oh, okay. Sorry. Stay standing, please. We'll sing the college song and then we will invite the dignitaries to the dais. Okay? If you know the words, sing along. The words are also going to be on the screen.
With wings we've been gathered forever high. Learning from what we teach, believing that we can reach where we are. You gave me roots and wings, open my eyes to things, somewhere along the way, you taught me how to fly and how to stay. In a world outside so differently, saviors, you help me become more me. Open our minds to ask the right questions and answers to find. Even though we stand alone, we know that we have grown. All because you showed skies beyond. You gave me roots and wings, saviors. Open my eyes to things, saviors. Somewhere along the way, you taught me how to fly and how to stay. In a world outside so differently, saviors, you help me become more me. You help me become more me. You help me become more me.
I'd like to request our chief guest to come up on the dais, Father Keith, Madam Principal, Alpna ma'am, Bobby sir, if you can join them on the dais. I would now like to welcome our principal, Professor Dr. Karuna Gokarn, to address this gathering.
Good evening to everyone gathered here. Distinguished chief guest, our very alumnus, Mr. Blaise Fernandez, esteemed faculty, proud parents, dear students, and members of the Xavier's community. A warm welcome, especially since this is our first graduating batch after we have implemented the NEP. So I think that as faculty members, we are also graduating along with you all. Because for us also, this was the first experience under the national education policy that was implemented. It is my privilege and joy to welcome you all at this momentous occasion, which is called as Commencement Ceremony, because we are looking at, or rather looking forward to a new journey. Today is not merely a celebration of academic achievement, but a recognition of perseverance, growth, and the transformative journey that each of our students undertake. So first of all, congratulations to all of you. We are honored this year to have with us, as I mentioned, an alumnus who embodies excellence in his field. As an alumnus, his presence reinforces the spirit of inquiry and innovation that defines our institution. I would like to give a brief about the events that have happened in our college. To begin with, over the past year, our college has continued to move forward with purpose and determination. I would like to put on record that we have secured an All India rank of 89 in the National Institutional Ranking Framework 2025. This achievement reflects the collective effort of our faculty, students, and staff, and our unwavering commitment to quality education. In keeping in mind with our vision and mission of interdisciplinary learning, we introduced new academic programs this year. MA in Transformational Leadership with Teach for India, BSc in Biotechnology and Computational Biology, BSc in Data Science and Artificial Intelligence, and a self-financed division of EcoStats due to its high demand. Research has always been a cornerstone in our institution. Through initiatives such as the Seed Money Grants Scheme and Advanced PhD Training Workshops, we have strengthened our research ecosystem. Our Institutional Research Ethics Committee has actively supported both faculty and student research, ensuring integrity and excellence in scholarly work. We also expanded our collaboration with industry and academia, hosting significant conferences such as the Satellite Communication Conference and Viksit Maharashtra 2047. Our outreach initiative, that is Synergy 2025, welcomed over 900 students from schools and junior college, opening doors to higher education and inspiring future learners. Campus life has remained vibrant and enriching as ever. Events like Malha 2025, along with numerous debates, cultural activities, and academic festivals, have provided platforms for creativity, dialogue, and expression. Our students have excelled across intercollegiate competitions and research conventions, bringing pride to our institution. Equally important are efforts towards sustainability and social responsibility, from e-waste drives and environmental awareness campaigns to the installation of India's first solar-powered smart bench on campus, we continue to nurture a culture of ecological consciousness. We take immense pride in the achievements of our students and faculty in sports, NCC, co-curricular as well as extracurricular activities. From success in national level examinations to global recognition of initiatives like the Xavier's Resource Center for the Visually Challenged, our community continues to make meaningful contributions to our society. So today, to our graduating students, I congratulate you once again. Since it marks a new beginning, I wouldn't say it's the end of your studies. As you step in the world beyond these heritage walls, carry with you not just knowledge, but values, integrity, compassion, critical thinking, and a commitment to the greater good. The world you enter is complex and ever changing, but it is full of opportunity. You are prepared not just to succeed, but to lead and to serve. Some of you from the PG departments may continue with us for the fourth year, which is called as the honors year in the coming academic year. But remember, education is not confined to degrees. It is reflected in the choices you make and the difference you create. To parents and families present here, thank you for your trust and partnership and support that you always extend to us. Your support has been an integral part of this journey. And to my colleagues, teaching as well as non-teaching staff, I extend my deepest appreciation for your dedication and tireless efforts in shaping young minds. Best wishes. God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I now would like to welcome our rector, Reverend Dr. Father Keith D'Souza, to address this gathering.
Do I need this thing? Aye. Dear students who are about to graduate, I would like to offer three specific prayers for each one of you as you are about to graduate. The first prayer is that you become happy workers. The second is that you become happy persons. And the third is that you become happy citizens. Happy workers. How many of you all are going to enter into the workforce? Put your hands up. How many of you all are going to start working now immediately in some capacity or the other? Good. How many of you all are going to do some further studies? Wonderful. And the rest, take a break. Even if you're going to do some further studies or take a break, you have to prepare yourself to enter into the work space. What does it take to be a happy worker? You will have to create conditions for happy workspaces. In Xavier's, I hope you have developed the ability to ask critical questions, to be able to engage with creative ideas. And I also hope that you are able to break glass ceilings. We have several glass ceilings in our country and across the world. One is the gender glass ceiling, and 70% of our students are girls, women. So that is an opportunity for you to break that glass ceiling in the workspace. There is also caste, which is very thick in our land. Class also, religion, culture. Don't be afraid to express yourself and to create change in your workspaces. I hope that what you have been equipped with in Xavier's is courage, the courage of your convictions, the ability to be resilient. You will experience failure and rejection. And if you don't, you probably won't grow. I'm not hoping that you experience failure and rejection, but you will. And when you do so, you must be able to stand up and move on ahead. So that's the first thing I'd like to pray for you, to be happy workers. The second is to be happy persons. In Xavier's, I hope you've taken advantage of the opportunity to engage with a lot of co-curricular, extracurricular activities where you develop the art of team spirit, teamwork, collaboration, but the ability to be peaceful, the ability to be composed and balanced, the ability to tap into religious and spiritual resources, the best of our spiritual resources, so that we are the best of who we are and so that we can make the best of others along with them. That is a rare ability. And I pray that you are able to generate into those resources which make you more peaceful. I hope you become a more respectful person, a more polite and kind person. Some things which is very simple, but which is also very rare in our world. Basic politeness, basic kindness. And the third thing I'd like to pray for you is that you be happy, become happy citizens. I'd like to think of Xavier's as a space where we have an opportunity to encounter the other, various types of other. It could be a religious other, a cultural other, a person who has special needs, disabilities. Xavier's is small India. And in Xavier's, we try to cultivate that sense of respect and dignity of oneself and the other, and respect for the other. And if we have to be happy citizens, we have to learn to respect other religious communities, other cultural communities, and as Indians, respect other nations, including our neighbors. You see, the mess, the unholy mess that we are in today is because there is a madness that has crept upon our leaders, some of our leaders. It's really sheer madness. And that is going to have severe ramifications on all of us. And so I hope that you will have the resources to stand up for what is right and what is true and demand uh, what is expected of our leaders in the future. You are the ones who will have to craft a new world, and I hope the world that you craft is going to be less violent than the world that we have crafted. The last point is about the alumni network. See, over the past few years, we have tried to cultivate a wholesome alumni network, and we'd like you to benefit from that. How? We'd like you to help us to create spaces all over the globe for those of you all who are in India and abroad so that you can help each other wherever you are placed. Just last year, I had the fortune of being able to visit Chicago, then New York, then Dubai, Cochin to start small chapters. And we hope that we'd like to start more such chapters in the future so that wherever you are across the globe, you can have a small family of Xavierites who can help each other and help the local community with the values that you've learned at Xavier's. So that is our desire, our aspiration to network with our alumni. That's the aspiration of our Jesuit fathers who run this place, the principal, those who run the Xavier Development Program, and our staff on the whole. So I wish you all the best as you enter into a brave, I wish you, as you enter in this new world, you will have to be brave as you enter into this new world. And I'm sure that as Xavierites, you will add tremendous value to the world and bless it by your actions and by your presence. God bless.
Thank you, Father. I now would like to welcome our Vice Principal Arts, Ms. Alpana Palkewale, to introduce our chief guest.
Good evening to all. To our eminent chief guest for today, Mr. Blaise Fernandes, Principal Dr. Karuna Gokarna, Rector Father Keith D'Souza, members of the Academic Board, faculty members from various departments of arts faculty, parents who are watching the live screening from our audiovisual venues, and most important of all of you to be graduates soon. It's my privilege to introduce Mr. Blaise Fernandes, a distinguished leader with decades of experience across media, policy, and corporate sectors. He's an alumnus of various Jesuit institutions, starting with St. Mary's School, St. Xavier's College, Mumbai, and Xavier's Institute of Communications. Mr. Fernandez was one of the fortunates to pursue his studies at XIC while he was an SYBA student. Thanks to the encouragement by late Father Massia and Father Jerry, he had successfully cleared the entrance examination, so he was doing the 2 degrees simultaneously. In his earlier career, Mr. Fernandez held senior leadership positions, including Senior Vice President, Corporate Affairs at Edelweiss, CEO of Gateway House, and the Country Manager for Warner Brothers, where he also oversaw corporate affairs for Time Warner. Prior to this, he served for over 15 years as Managing Director of the Warner Brothers, playing a key role in shaping company's presence in India. Mr. Fernandez currently serves as the President and CEO of the Indian music industry, a position he has held since June 2017. He also contributes significantly to public and institutional governance as a board member of Gateway House, a leading foreign policy think tank, a member of the Board of Management of Citizens Credit Cooperative Bank, an RBI approved role, member of the College Development Board of St. Andrews College. He is also an elected member of the Managing Committee of the Catholic Gymkhana Limited. Please join me in warmly welcoming the chief guest of today, Mr. Blaise Fernandez. I would like to now invite Principal Dr. Karuna Gokarna and Rector Father Keith D'Souza to felicitate our chief guest.
I'd now like to welcome Mr. Blaise Fernandez to address this gathering and inspire the class of 25-26.
Thank you. My dear graduates, in a short time from now, you will receive your individual certificates, and that will mark the beginning of a new chapter in your lives. For the moment, academic life is on pause mode. Enjoy the period. A huge shout out to you for what you have achieved, but more so on two very specific counts. As principal has already mentioned, you are the first batch in the new education policy. And the second count is you all entered this college in very challenging and difficult times because we had COVID around us. You've passed through, and congratulations and well done. But at the moment, also spare a thought for those who made this journey with you, your parents, your family, the teaching and non-teaching staff, the management staff, and most important, your fellow students. Without them, this day would never have been possible. As mentioned earlier, for a number of you, the academic learning may take a temporary pause. You will now be out there in the world, and life lessons are there for you to learn. And being a St. Xavier's graduate class of 1986, I can assure you that you are very well prepared. What you have learned in your classrooms, the courses beyond the syllabus, the voluntary work on the campus, be it the Social Service League to organizing Malhar, are all valuable experiences that you carry as you enter the professional world. Find your vocational and professional calling before you decide what suits you best. If you have the luxury, explore multiple career options. A CV with 2 jobs over 3 years demonstrates diversity and stability in today's time and day. Celebrate failure. If your job didn't go as you thought it was all about, it's okay. Chapter closed, lesson learned, moved on. Always keep in mind, success is not final and failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts. Two greatest warriors in every battlefield are patience and time. Pursue a hobby that you have had when growing up, or if you like to try your hand at something which you think you can be a hobby, please find time for the same. A hobby or hobbies are most often blank checks. You never know when you need to cash in on them. Try and pick up an international language if time permits. And if you've already done so during your school and college years, time to take an advanced course in a language. It's another blank check in your pocket. A hint here, given that we now live in a bipolar world, look at picking up language skills from non-Western ancient civilizations. This skill could well turn out to be an ace you hold. AI is the elephant in the room, so let's address the same. Young graduates, keep a close eye on AI trends in your area of work or expertise. Examine how AI is shaping your industry to stay ahead of the curve. Be as hands-on as possible. Here I would recommend online certification courses and continuous learning. That way it will help you stay relevant. Understand what is at play in your area of work when it comes to AI. Remember, your judgment is far greater than AI's judgment. Be patient and do not panic. The AI race has just begun. At times, at all times, retain your thinking abilities while performing your task assigned to you, and do not outsource the same to AI. Remember that you are feeding the beast, and when you're feeding the beast, when you assign your task to AI and making yourself more vulnerable to redundancy. The best antidote to disruption is innovation, and hence you need to continuously keep reinventing yourself. Jensen Huang, the founder of NVIDIA, recently said, either you are running for food or you're running from being food. Food here is continuous enhancing of your knowledge, and reskilling is your key to not just survival but ultimate success. Today, voices from the public square, both global and domestic, are controlled by algorithms. I encourage you to please indulge yourselves by listening to podcasts, reading blogs, and following experts via Substack. Many of these digital forms of communication are free of cost. To really form an informed opinion, listen to and read what experts from both sides of the aisle have to say on subject or subjects of your interest, whether it's Indian or international subjects and opinions. Most renowned experts have their social media handles on Twitter, now X, YouTube, and Substack, where they post their opinions. The news to which most of us are exposed originate from the Anglosphere, which is basically publications originating from the UK or the USA. Today, publications from the non-Anglosphere bloc have English feeds of their local news. Do glance through the landing pages of digital newspapers from Russia, Iran, Turkey, China, Brazil, South Africa, Japan, Germany, and all the non-English speak countries, and see what they have to say on global affairs. Likewise, the same applies to Indian regional news. A case in point, and it's very relevant today, references made to ancient Persia have their origins in Greek, as the Greeks were the dominant global power in that era. So whatever information was available on ancient Persia was from a Greek point of view. A book titled The Age of Great Kings, authored by Lloyd Jones, is based on his readings of Persian literature, and that book tells you another side of story of ancient Persia. Flags of the Father and Letters of Iwo Jima is another example of two sides of the same battle in World War II. Until the lions have their own storytellers, the history of the hunt will always glorify the hunter. It is said that intelligence is the ability to hold two thoughts simultaneously. My dear fellow Xavierites, we live in VUCA times, volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. But you need not worry. Xavier's has prepared you well. In these VUCA times, you are prepared should the road not rise to meet you. The values that you've imbibed in these classrooms and the campus will help you push yourself to find the third possibility and look beyond the binary. Xavier's always prepares you to be acceptable at a gala or a dance and be invaluable in a shipwreck. You must always be prepared to push for the spirit of truth and the spirit of freedom, as these are the two pillars that fortify our society. Do not be intimidated. If you are being ridiculed, be it at place of work, society, or wherever, then you must be doing something right. Remember, leaders are always satirized. The cost of staying silent is a huge negative in this multipolar world and a polarized society. And therefore, your thoughts, words, deeds, and actions will always be an impact multiplier wherever you go. I would like to end by saying, Father Rector, Professor Principal, and Vice Principal, thank you for having me here today. It's nice always to come back to this campus. Beautiful memories, great learnings, and a lot of us today, what we are is because what we picked up on this campus. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir. I think it's such a privilege to have an alumnus as illustrious as you, sharing your pearls of wisdom of navigating this world that lies ahead for them. So thank you so much, sir, for all your insights. I now, as we get ready for the award processional, I'd like to thank, okay, they've already left. So we will get ready. We will start with the commencement proceedings. I will hand over to my colleague, Ms. Ruby Pavri, who will take us forward from here.
Would you like to stay? Standing for 1 hour, 2 hours. Good evening. Let's take a moment to just be grateful that we're all here together in this beautiful, majestic space with such a glorious backdrop to receive a commemorative folder with a pledge, what it is to be made of Xavier's. A few general instructions before we begin. Students coming up, please use the stair with the side railing. Walk up on stage from the side behind the screen as guided by the volunteers. You will be exiting from the opposite side and you will be going back to your seat. Please demonstrate a sense of decorum that this formal occasion demands. You will remain in your seat till the function ends with the national anthem. This conduct represents a respect for all the graduating students, no matter whether their name appears first in the list or last. There are also water stations on the side in case when you're going back, you need to refresh yourself. There is an official photographer capturing each student on stage. So please, there is no need to get out of your seats or click individual pictures. Your commencement ceremony official photographs will be accessible on the college website shortly. And finally, given the volume of students we have today, for time efficiency, we request that you be ready to step onto the stage, receive your commemorative folder from the chief guest, smile for the photograph, and walk off the stage briskly. Please refrain from any additional interaction with the chief guest or shaking hands with other faculty on stage. This is going to interfere with the smooth process and will add unnecessary delays. Having said that, let us begin. May I request our chief guest and our principal to come up in front. Before we begin with the students, it is with immense pleasure and pride that I call upon this person who has been my student, is my colleague, and will always be my dearest friend. Dr. Ruchi Brahmachari from the Department of Psychology has successfully defended her thesis on 12th December 2025 at Southern Illinois University, USC. It is titled Predicting Adherence to COVID-Appropriate Behavior Among College Students in India During the COVID Pandemic, under the guidance of Dr. Mary Louise Yashel. The student, may I request Ancient Indian Culture, History and Archaeology, Dr. Please step on stage. Welcoming the soon-to-be postgraduates of this department to receive their commemorative folders, Alicia Sidok. Ashwi Desai. Aparna Samre. Risha Santini. Mati Saxena. Surabhi Sharma. Bhakti Varde. Anita Mohadia. Anna Joseph. Pranav Raghunath. Rostan Anwar. Kiran Gohil. Vedant Sawant. Amir Uzur. Vedant Kanodia. Amelia Martin. Prachi Agarwal. Priya Philip. Niharika Kodwa. Chelsea Paul. Nishta Baruha. Saranya Bhattacharya. And Bhavna Vyas. Let's give them a round of applause. These are our soon-to-be postgraduates of Ancient Indian Culture, History and Archaeology. The undergraduate group, Natasha Laban, Krishnachandra Santosh, Nandini Pandya, and Grace Mary Alapat. Let's give them a round of applause. The undergraduates of ancient Indian culture, history, and archaeology. Thank you, Radha ma'am. Dr. Radha. I would now call upon Dr. Aparna Kulkarni to represent the economics department. We have the students of the postgraduate economics program, soon to be postgraduates, coming up to receive their folder. We begin with Harshita Dona. Yastika Sahai. Shivangi Sharma. Sujal Parkar. Shruti Kaudi. Amrita Reshma. Shreyas Ashta. Jacob Matthew. Samriddhi Kapoor. Arun Tiwari. Anish Harve. Mihir Ketambe. Jaden Suarez. Kirti Yadav. Nirmai Panda. Navya Kulbe. Kartika Suresh. Bhavna Jason. Sara Kulbe. Devangi Katan. Vitali Rao. Let's have a round of applause for our soon-to-be postgraduates of MA Economics. I now hand over to my colleague, Ms. Amrita Shinoy, to continue.
I request Dr. Aparna Kulkarni to stay on stage. We now start the BA in Economics. Leisha Vishal. Ria Mate. Darling Menezes. Sienna Lewis. Pearl D'Souza. Renette Correa. Janice Toscano. Gia Gangar. Arunima Mitra. Sakina Banatwala. Tanish Biryani. Shivani Rajendran. Mitali Naik. Yashvi Vora, Neeta Gogri, Megh Yadav, Semantika Singh, Sia Zakaria, Lahari Manohar, Mukur Kamhar, Zainab Tingwala, Amber Maler, Niharika Jalan, Livia Lopez, Malkisa Rodriguez, Nikki Rodriguez, Avril Braganza, Shreya Rawat, Joanne Fernandez, Anuj Magar, Ivana Quadros, Salome Correa, Kripa Waghela, Yvette Baptista, Santia Cardos, Sanita Pandey, Priya Di Mello, Johan Dias, Evie Lopez, Emerald D'Souza, Susan Dabre, Hazel Nadar, Dineksha Yende, Nivedita Kallumpurat, Divya Shivu, Esa Maria, Hannah Chirakkal, Neha Bipin, Sanjana Menon, Siddharth S, Neelanjana Arunkumar, Sudeep Kurumila, Anne-Marie Biju, Nia Jacob, Maria Soy, Anna Justin, Christine Dabrio, Marine Sinu, Jessita Tommy, Don Sunil, Joshua Plato, Drishti Jain, Sonia Jadhav, Nidhi Rambhia, Haritha Biju, Asma Kandar, Inshira Ahmed, Devika Anil, Fernandez, Alisha D'Souza, Sean Jirayat, Anna Rose Palori, Tiana Taikattil, Ridhima Khandelwal, Raika Andrews, Rohan Parvani, Aditi Vinod, Liz Tyler, Vanessa Fernandez, Samya Kumar, Rahul Jones, Basil Shibu, Jonathan Marathukkalam, Laura David, Ishan Sharma, Shubham Kumar, Ishan Singhal, I urge the audience to give a huge round of applause to the BA in Economics, soon to be graduates. I now call on stage the head of the English department, Dr. Prashita Mukherjee. First, we have Uttara Rambhia, Ananya Karnalo, Avni Kumar, Sarah Andrandes, Shalomi Sequera, Gauri Gowdy, Harshada Vishwanath, Shubhi Srivastava, Sancha Baptista, Jonathan Ribello, Ria D'Souza, Veena Sved, Piyushi Tansale, Meera Hegde, Janice John, Nicole Marcelo, Alia Bhatkar, Ali D'Souza, Kritika Rane, Divya Rane, Harish Bhanunath, Stacey Salins, Neha Shaji, Aira Salvis, Shadi Kho, Simran Saini, Shalmoon Abhyankar, Varsha Prasad, Yogini Vaidya, Maitri Dala, Namya Khan, Clarissa Pereira, Richo Francis, Benjamin Manikam, Adyashri Upadhyay, congratulations to the students. Thank you, Dr. Mukherjee, and I invite a huge round of applause for the BA in English students. We now have the BA in History. I invite on stage Dr. Avkash Jadhav, the head of the Department of History. Okay, first we have Tanika Jadhav. Nehal D'Souza, Firoz Matain, Ladies Lakra, Mahima Thomas, Manvika Shetty, Nikita Ingle, Kavya Sridhar, and Jacob Yogi George. Thank you, everyone. I now hand over to Ms. Belinda Jones.
We now have the distribution for the graduating batch of bachelors in mass communication and journalism. I request Ms. Akshara Jadhav to come on stage. We first have Aditi Arora. Sneha Sridhar, Shania Abraham, Neil Mello, Ethan Pereira, Sharon D'Souza, Vinaya Barve, Miranda, Sarah D'Souza, Manasvi Mehta, Radhika Joshi, Sohini Sanya, Charlotte Vaz, Alvika Savlan, Jodel Godino, Afrin Barucha, Priya Chavda, Sina De Cruz, Richa Pani, Yan Pereira, Vaishnav Santani, Mani Gaikwad, Tia Pujari, Mia Matthew, Anita Thomas, Ami Matthew, Anita Davi, Mick Mendonca, Winona Godino, Aaron Teacherith, Naina Viji, Rachel Thomas, Kyra Lombardo, Ritu Narona, Rosna Len, Jose Gomez, Ashwika Srivastava, Vanshul Kolati, Preeti Tripathi, Shatakshi Khare, Krish Ganguly, Ashika Mittal, Gauri Dhanani, Divya Khurana, Pavitra Pradeep, Sara Wadekar, Pudin Almeida, Janice Putokaran, Ariman Sharma, Maham Jahangir, Rishi Pandey, Rishi Pandey, Purva Kumta, Stuti Gupta, Kyra Arora, Tushti Arora, Dhruv Shah, Aditi Panikar, Janvi Kejriwal, Angelina Johnson, Shania Sequeira, Victor Pereira, Arya Mehta, Sarah Lobo, Chanel Paris, Manya Kataria, Gauri Singh, Anya Patak, Gauri Gutte, Kalyani Borole, Madeline Fernandez, Ida D'Souza, Ashima Chaturvedi, Michelle Douglas, Anushka Jaiswal, Smita Kujur, Atmaja Hatlekar, Siddhant Mendiretta, Anya Joseph, Kriti Bhargava, Shay, Belen Rodrigues, Jill Toscano, Nikita Rupira, Archie Shah, Sneha Perez, Tanya Coutinho, Evelyn Vichu, Survey Singh, Rehan Pocha, Mehak Wadhwa, Vanya Rawat, Sheen Bhatt, Bhavik Jagdale, Pragati Mantu, Tasneem Rashid, Latisha Shettiar, Pandey, Kriti Kumar, Vanshi Modi, Niranjan Naina, and Nikita Salgana. Thank you, Ms. Aksara Jadhav. Let's have a round of applause for the graduating batch of BMCJ. Now we have the distribution for the Masters in Public Policy. I request Ms. Agrima Basin, Coordinator of MA Public Policy, to come on stage. We first have Drishti Roy. Lavanya Upadhyay. Asta Latra. Dipankar Roy. Manjula Ranjit. Elizabeth Benny. Sejal Sagarika. Pooja Bhatia. Joshi. Aditi Sharma. Rini Thomas. Nitya Gopi Chandran. Shivam Samar. Neha Pandey. Preet Kanakia. And Nagin Kulkarni. Thank you, Ms. Agrima Basin. Let's have a round of applause for the graduating batch of NCT. And I will now hand over to Dr. Ruchi Dhamacharya.
I'm now here to call on the Department of Psychology. I'd first like to welcome Ms. Linda Dhakul, the Head of Department of the Department of Psychology, to join the dignitaries on stage. We start with the postgraduate class in MA in Lifespan Counseling. The first student I'm calling out is Kashish Nandrajog. Meera Singh. Liana DeCosta. Anukriti Chawla. Khushi Shah. Desiree Fernandez. Asmirada. Rhea Dhanbora. Nita Pereira. Risha Joshi. Tamiksha Sonone. Merlin Cheruvathur. Ravi Kanugo, Arya Anil Kumar, Tulip Machado, Pooja Shastri, Shani Desai, Samasti Putino, Yamina Ghai, Komal Sura, Ishita Kapoor, Rukmini Soman, Randall Chaudhary, Kamya Parab, Michelle Matthew, Arya Pandari, Lisa Bai. That's the postgraduate class of 25-26. We next have the undergrad psychology class. We start with Brian D'Souza, Neasa Naruna, Isha Bhatia, Shreya Basu, Navya Chopra, Chris Barreto, Rashi Jain, Akansha Mittal, Vipasha Shah, Nandita Bhatia, Niyati Bhatt, Sanjana Menon, Nafisa Kanpurwala, Simran Kotian, Sharon Chettiar, Soumya Mogale, Kiara Ajlankar, Chinmay Molkar, Yuni Shah, Raji Ambre, Rishi Mehta, Purvi Chaudhary, Sakshi Bajajya, Alak Iyer, Kanchan Saul, Andrea Harikar, Mia Jain, Priya Barbecha, Nathan Monis, Priya Nair, Jababri, Rina Rafael, Nisha Chaprala, Alicia Fernandez, Jessamine Fernandez,
Tilpari Joshi.
Ronnie. Alina Matthews. Kezia Matthews. Meenakshi Vipin. Priya Taparia. Nimisha Jain. Arya Nalawade. Bhumi Kochar. Caroline Malakal. Devika Malpani. And Rajan. Isaac de Cruz. Carista Coelho. Wendy Johnson. And Srushti Kotia. That's the undergrad psychology class. I now hand over to Ruby ma'am for the next round of students.
All right. Just a reminder, you have been a wonderful audience and you need to continue to do so. We have about 70 students remaining to get their commemorative folder. So please go back to your seats once you get your folder. And in case you need water or a washroom, that is also available within this venue itself. We move on now to the undergraduate students of political science. May I invite the head of department, Dr. Pratibha Naithani, up on the stage. And calling upon the soon-to-be graduates, Hussaina Turabi. Alfie George. Winona D'Souza. Eastwari Iyer. Jia Gopani. At Nandu. Niti Vora. Runmai Ranga. Shannon Korea, Rajvi Waghani, Priya Ambedkar, Ananya Priya Carvalho, Nainika Nandangar, Anushka Matthew, Patwan, Rincia De Mello, Redmond Darrow, Naomi Karkada, Neoma Manezin, Shalom Sham, Sharvani Satyam, Erin D'Souza, Cecilia Pascal, Pavitra Anil, Alina Regman, Paridhi Ambani, Ardra Rajesh, Nia Maria, Anya Binu, Neha Maggie, Kashmira Nedia, Sanuja Yadav, Aditi Warrior, Chris Joseph, Arpita Sonavane, and Nandini Ali. Please give them a round of applause to be graduates of the Department of Political Science. Thank you, Dr. Pratibha. We now invite our head of the Department of Sociology, Ms. Ankita Gurjar, up on the stage, please. And welcoming our soon-to-be graduates of Sociology, Urfina Poonawala, Mishti Punamia, Vanessa Lobo, Yosha Banerjee, Aisha Sequeira, Snell Barrett, Alan Joseph, Angelina Abraham, Ian Almeida, Chanel De Silva, Nathan Picardo, Tara Sundararajan, Shauna Willing, Sana Anthony, Christian Cassidy, Nathaniel Morzello.
Shinde.
Lisa Julius. Nicole D'Souza. Via Gemello. Anandita Gori. Palsi Angkor. Radha Sajanikar. Radha Simha. Shraddha Mishra. And finally, Shrishta Pandey. Let's have a round of applause for this last group up on stage. That's the batch of sociology. Thank you, Ankita ma'am. And I would request our dignitaries to come back on the stage for the last part of this program, which includes a pledge, a vote of thanks, and the national anthem. Vice principals. Thank you. All right, everyone. Congratulations. You have made it. You are soon to be graduates of this grand college. There are no hats to be thrown in the air, but I think we can do, don't throw your pledges. The pledges are very, very important. We're going to be using them now, but just a gesture of wonder and thrill. Yes, wonderful. Okay, great. A little bit like how we have candle lights. All right. So I'm now going to be inviting one of our senior members along with me. That's Dr. Anita Rane Kothare. And together we are going to be reminding you what it is to be made of Xavier's. First, I will be reading the words that are to the left of your folder, which is a kind of blessing and congratulation. And then Dr. Anita will be reciting the pledge along with you all. And for the pledge, you will stand up and we'll take it together. All right? So you may remain seated for this, but here goes. Maid of Xavier's, congratulations. May your commencement as Maid of Xavier's be an epic prelude to many successful milestones in your life. May your calendarium glow with the radiance of towering touchstones of glory. May your call and your efforts be governed by our inspirational motto, Provocans ad volandum. May your collaborations and camaraderie be suffused with the Xavierian essence of collective kindness to all. May your character and personality exude the vibrant ethos as envisaged by our visionary Jesuit founders. May your charisma and dynamism proclaim to the world that you were chiseled and sculpted in St. Xavier's. May you come home to St. Xavier's always. Godspeed and au revoir. I now invite our very senior arts faculty member who has had 37 years of service in this institute and has been a head for almost 34 of those years. So she's been a student here as well, and she will be reciting or leading us in the pledge. Would you like them to say it along with you or after you? You can tell them that. Please stand up, everyone, and keep your folders open.
Thank you, Ruby. I guess this is an honor for us because I'm also a Xavierite. So I'll repeat a sentence over here and then you repeat it after me over here. So this is our college pledge. I hope you all will be successful citizens. As a Xavierite, I hereby promise that I will celebrate critical thinking, creativity, and inclusion in all areas of my life. I will privilege empirical knowledge and a scientific temper within the framework of ethics. I will promote innovation imbued with compassion and credibility. I will not discriminate against anyone on the basis of gender, caste, color, race, religion, or nationality. I will use my education to empower the vulnerable and the marginalized. I will cherish the values of friendship, team spirit, faith, hope, and love imbibed from my alma mater. I will fulfill my duty towards my fellow beings, my country, and our shared planet. Thank you and all the best to you all.
Thank you. You may be seated, please. An event of this magnitude is only possible with the collaborative effort of a large group of staff and student volunteers. I invite our Vice Principal Academics, Dr. Bobby Matthew, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Hi. Good evening, everyone. Before I begin the vote of thanks, just a brief reflection. For many of us, this moment carries years of memories. From 2013, when we began the graduation ceremony for our first autonomous batch, to the format we evolved over the time, especially after COVID, we have continuously tried to make this occasion meaningful for our students and their families. And today feels truly special. As we gather here in our iconic first quadrangle, celebrating the first commencement ceremony under the NEP 2020 framework, we are not just marking the completion of academic journey, we are celebrating a transition and the beginning of new paths ahead. On behalf of St. Xavier's College, it is my privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this momentous occasion. I extend my sincere gratitude to our respected principal, Dr. Karuna Gokan, and our rector, Father Keith D'Souza, along with the college management, for their vision and unwavering support in making this ceremony possible. We are deeply honored by the presence of our esteemed chief guest, Blaise Fernandez. Thank you, sir, for your inspiring speech. A very special word of thanks to the convener, Dr. Manasi Kanuga, for coordinating the entire event with such dedication. My sincere appreciation also goes to our controller of examination, Ms. Saima Khan, Ms. Fiona Castro, and the entire examination team for their meticulous coordination and smooth conduct of the examination process. I would like to take the moment to thank all our faculty members, especially those who have taught, guided, and mentored our students through their journey. your role in shaping their academic and personal growth is truly invaluable. I would like to thank our Combear coordinators, Ms. Ruby Pavri and Radhika Tendulkar, along with the Combear team, especially for today's Combears, Dr. Ruji Brahmachari, Ms. Belinda Johns, Amrita Shanae, and Ruby Pavri for conducting a program so gracefully. This celebration is truly a collective effort. I extend my gratitude to all our committee members, coordinators, faculty members, student volunteers, and staff who work tirelessly behind the scenes. As always, it is the Xavier spirit, everyone coming together, that makes this possible. May I request everyone to join me in giving them a big round of applause. A heartfelt thank to our administrator, Mr. Alvin, our non-teaching staff, the general office, the treasurer office, our technical team, Martin, Subnail, Dominic, and the XIC team, and our treasurer and the security staff. Your support makes everything possible. And now, to our dear students. Today marks not just the completion of your academic journey, but the beginning of what that lies ahead. As you step forward, carry with you the values and the spirit of Xavier's. To the parents and the families, thank you for your unwavering support and the trust. We are grateful to those who have traveled to be here and those who join us online. Your presence means a great deal. Before I conclude, if I have missed mentioning any individual or group, please consider this as a sincere acknowledgement of our invaluable contribution. As we close, we hope this moment stays with you, not just as an ending, but as a beginning of new journeys. In the true spirit of our college motto, provocans ad voluntum, challenging to fly, we wish you success and the courage to make a difference. Thank you.
All right, we are at the end. Just a couple of reminders before we take our national anthem. A personal shout out to Dr. Mansi Kanuga for pulling it all together. Please let's give her a big hand from the conceptualization all the way to the execution of today's event. The photo booths in the hall will be open till 8 p.m. So please, you are welcome to go there and create a few more memories. Faculty members, please remember to return the stoles. And till the national anthem ends, you are requested to please remain respectfully in your places. The procession will be then escorted out once again, the academic procession, by the NCC candidates. After that, we can continue to mingle and create those memories that we were talking about. Finally, similar to how William Wordsworth spoke about the daffodils, I think the chief value of delightful experiences lies in their imperishable quality. They remain in memory and can be recalled at will to give renewed pleasure. I hope today's event always brings that warm memory, pleasurable memory in your mind and fills you with a love and pride for this particular wonderful institution. May I request all of you to please stand for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल नायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे